إن هذا القرآن يهدي للتي هي أقوم ويبشر المؤمنين الذين يعملون الصالحات أن لهم أجرا كبيرا.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، وصلى الله وسلم وبارك على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه ومن تبعهم بإحسان إلى يوم الدين. In the name of Allah, the compassionate, the merciful, all praise is due to Allah Azza wa Jal, and may the peace and blessings of Allah be upon His Prophet Muhammad, his family, his companions, and all of his followers until the day of judgment. And today we are dealing with two ayahs, very important ayahs in Surah Al-Baqarah, as Allah Azza wa Jal in ayah 278 and 279, the following, after أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وذروا ما بقي من الربا إن كنتم مؤمنين فإن لم تفعلوا فأذنوا بحرب من الله ورسوله وإن تبتم فلكم رؤوس أموالكم لا تظلمون ولا تظلمون. So the meaning of these two ayahs is this: O you who have believed, fear Allah and give up what remains due to you of interest or riba, if you should be believers, and if you do not, then be informed of war against you from Allah and His Messenger. But if you repent, you may have your principle, thus you do not wrong, nor are you wronged. That's the meaning of these two great verses. Allah Azza wa Jal is warning here and calling the believers to fear Allah, to have fear and piety and not engaged in riba. And He's saying yes, because that was a practice during the time of the Prophet ﷺ and the Jahiliyyah before Islam, where they used to use riba, which is either to increase the price for the sake of delay of payment, or if they want to sell something of a greater quality and with something that is of less quality, whether this being gold, silver, dates, whatever that may be, and then they pay the difference in money, then the Prophet ﷺ says, no, that is not allowed. That's not allowed, either in quantity or in money or compensation. That's not allowed. So the point is, here Allah Azza wa Jal is warning people to stop, and He said, abandon what remains of, or give up what remains of due to you of interest. It probably you're still doing, and there's still some due amounts that are due to you based on riba transactions. You should stop that if you are believers. Now, if you do not, look at this warning. If you do not do it, then be informed فَأْذَنُوا that Allah is waging war against you and His Messenger as well. But if you repent, then only for you is your capital, and so that you will not wrong anyone, nor you'll be wronged. لا تظلمون ولا تظلمون. Well, the idea, what is riba? What riba, as you can understand, is that normally riba is riba nasi'ah, which is the delay that should be paid for. Meaning, if I borrow from you or the bank a certain amount of money, like $100, and then the time came, or I even said the time that, of course, I will pay it to you after 1 year or 2 years with this amount, more than 1,000, so, or more than 100. So that is the idea of riba, is that they are getting more. They are asking you to pay more for the time that you're not returning this loan. That is exactly a riba, and that is prohibited, absolutely prohibited. The same thing with if I riba al-fadl, which is the extra, meaning if I have gold and I need to sell it and I need to get new gold, and I go to the jewelry shop in the gold shop, and I ask the seller to go ahead and give me new ones for the and see the price for what I have, and then I can pay the difference. This is again not allowed. If you pay something for something, it should be of the same amount and with the same hand in hand in the same place, not with a delay. But that's not the point. The point is we need to make the currency circulate, the transaction between people, the circulation of capital. That is the most important thing, is in order to prohibit riba. Allah Azza wa Jal made these great laws because we want to sell and buy. So if you have something old and you want to exchange it with something new, sell the old one, get the money, go and buy the new one with more money, with the money that you have and other money and so on. Because the idea is you could benefit people, not only dealing with merchants, but dealing it with different kinds of merchandises. And also for the banks and people who give loans to people and ask them to pay more, that is not allowed. Either you give them a good loan for the sake of Allah Azza wa Jal and not ask them to pay back except the real amount of loan exactly, or otherwise you could buy something and sell it and then get the money for it if you want it. Now there are many ways to do with this. The point is riba is prohibited, and it's part of the reason for the taking off the barakah or the blessing from any society, and it's going to affect any society terribly and make people who are rich bigger and richer and richer, and the people who are poor more poor and even poorer in the future. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala save us from this violation of His commandments subhanahu wa ta'ala. Wa akhiru da'wana an alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. وصلى الله وسلم وبارك على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين. والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
إن هذا القرآن يهدي للتي هي أقوم ويبشر المؤمنين الذين يعملون الصالحات أن لهم أجرا كبيرا